What's going on, guys? This is Raghu from Team Avifit. So today we'll be taking you through a simple and easy dumbbell workout which will be working at home and also burn fat at the same time and get back to shape. In order to burn fat, you do not have to go to gym and lift as heavy as possible, nor you have to run on treadmill hours and hours together. The only thing you have to keep in mind is you should be burning calories somehow. So that is what we'll be doing. We'll be running a list of exercises with dumbbells so that you burn fat at your own place with the minimal space you have. The first exercise on the list is a combination of two exercises. Firstly, we'll be performing a lying chest press with the dumbbell which you have, and then we'll be switching to a push-up so that you have a full range of motion which you will not be having when you're doing a lying chest press. Okay, whenever you're performing this lying chest press, make sure that you are not keeping this elbow like in the line of your shoulder nor close to your body. Just make sure that if this is 90 degree and if this is 0, just make sure that you're close to like 60 degrees in this angles and you do a chest press. Okay, as this is not a full range of motion, you'll be like restricting to the floor because you'll be lying. So that just make sure that once you're done with this exercise, like to failure, every exercise will be going to failure. Just make sure after this exercise you'll be jumping straight to the push-up, which will give you a full range. If you're not sure how to do a push-up, just make sure that you can jump to any of the push-up or a wall push-up as well, or you can go for a half body push-up. The main idea behind jumping from a lying chest press to a push-up is to give you a full range and also burn the pushing muscles at the same time and increase the tension in all those muscles. Okay, the second exercise on the list is dumbbell rowing. What you'll be doing is you'll be in the bent over position with your body like parallel to the ground, at least the upper body parallel to the ground. If you're not able to get it parallel to the ground, that is really fine. Just make sure that you are putting a lot of tension on your back, not on the lower back. Okay, that is the safest zone. And whenever you're pulling the dumbbell close to your body, make sure that you're not pulling your arm away from your body. Just make sure that you're getting it close to your body so that you work on all the back muscles and try to squeeze your body. The one quick tip which I would like to give is make sure that you retract your scapula. What does that retraction in the scapula mean? If this is the scapula, just make sure that when you pull your body, when you pull your arms close to your body, just make sure that you retract it. Okay, you can actually feel that, so that you work on the rhomboids which are in between this and also the traps as well. The third exercise on the list is goblet squats. You'll be focusing on all the major muscles in the lower body: hamstring, quadriceps, glutes and calves as well. What you'll be doing in this exercise is you'll be sticking one dumbbell to your chest and doing a squat so that you work on the lower body. Okay, whenever you're going down, just make sure you breathe in with the continuous breathing position, like breathe in, and when you shoot up, like coming up, you make sure you breathe out. And all these three exercises are performed in a continuous fashion, and then you get time to take rest. After taking rest for 1 or 1.5 minute maximum, then you'll be jumping to a list of 3 exercises again, which is called as set 2. In the first exercise in the set 2 will be a lying close grip chest press. So what you'll be doing in this exercise is you'll be holding the dumbbell close to your body and sticking it to each other, and you'll be lying and getting it close to your body, and when you get it up, you squeeze and you breathe out. What we'll be focusing on is the major muscle, which is the pectoralis. You'll be trying to squeeze that muscle when you go up and breathe out, and also you'll be working on a little bit of anterior and the mid delts as well, so that is fine. But primarily we are focusing on the pectoralis muscle, which is the chest muscle. The second exercise in the set 2 is shrugs. What you'll be working on is the trapezius muscle, which you call it as traps. You'll be continuously contracting and retracting a scapula or elevation and depression of a scapula so that you work on this trap muscle, which is this trapezius. Okay, when you squeeze, you breathe out, and when you get it down, you breathe in, so that you are working on this trapezius and you'll have this taper which looks really good. And the third exercise on the set 2 is lunge. It doesn't matter actually if you're doing static, dynamic or a walking lunge. It completely depends on your fitness level. If you're a beginner, start off with a static lunge, and if you think you're an intermediate or if you're an advanced, then go based on your fitness level. Okay, what you'll be doing is you'll be taking a lunge position, shoulder width apart, and making sure that you put one leg front and do a lunge. Lunge in the sense you go down keeping your upper body straight with dumbbells in your hand, obviously, and you'll be going down and just breathe out when you shoot up, breathe in when you go down, and breathe out when you come up. And this is set 2, and then you get time to take rest again for 1 and 1.5 minutes. And then comes the set 3, in which the first exercise is a overhead tricep press. You'll be working on the tricep muscle. You'll be keeping one dumbbell and one arm at a time. You'll be doing so that you do not create tension and you do a pressing movement. So you'll be taking your dumbbell, putting it behind your neck, and make sure that you have a straight body, and you will be pressing it and squeezing this tricep muscle, you'll be actually working it on the short head and the medial head of the tricep, and you'll be breathing out when you squeeze this muscle, and you'll be breathing in when you just go down. Make sure that you do it very slow so that you are continuously putting tension on this tricep muscle, and it really works. That is what I follow, and that is what I tell all of my clients to follow. Okay, the second exercise on the set 3 is a stiff leg deadlift. This is one of the best and an awesome exercise to build a continuous contraction on the hamstring muscles. What we'll be doing is we'll be holding the dumbbells in both the hands, and we'll be keeping our back erect, and we'll be slowly bending down so that you build a contraction on the hamstring muscles. Whenever you're performing this stiff leg deadlift, just make sure that you keep your back straight and not a bent position so that you do not put tension on your lower back. I do not want any of you to hurt your lower back, because that is very crucial and that is really good to maintain your lower back strength. Okay, the third exercise on the set 3 is curl and press. It is a combination of two exercises. We'll be working on the minor muscles as well. A curl is something called as a dumbbell curl, and press is called as a military press. Okay, so you will be curling and we'll be pressing at the same time so that you work on your bicep as well as on the shoulder as well. Whenever you're curling, just make sure you breathe out, breathe in again, and you press it. It purely depends if you want to do a front press or if you want to do a side press. Just make sure you do not get your elbow too wide so that it is hurting your shoulders as well. So keep this thing in mind so that you do not hurt your shoulders. Just make sure you just curl, and either you can do a front press or a side press and not too much wide. Okay, these are the 9 exercises which you'll be performing continuously with only 2 rest periods of 1 or 1.5 minutes depending on your condition. If you want, you can go for 2 as well so that you work and perform the next set efficiently. Okay, and this entire 9 exercises is called as rep 1. So you'll be performing the same 2 more times so that you have 3 reps continuously, so that your body gets that cardiovascular health, and also that continuous contraction helps in breaking these muscle fibers and also build strength at the same time. This is all about the dumbbell home workout series, and we have made a complete playlist for the home workout series with resistance band and own body weight, and also an ab workout series, so that you can go and check it out. I'll link it down in the description box below, the whole playlist. And also don't forget to subscribe, and as always, feel free to comment down if you have any queries regarding fitness or nutrition. Till my next video, stay fit to inspire.